All right, we are live, and this hangout, I believe, for the first time, intentionally anyway, is available publicly during its broadcast.
Really? First time publicly?
I think so, intentionally anyway.
Intentionally?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a
Has it happened accidentally before?
yeah, it has in fact happened accidentally before. So there's that. Get these scooted around here, okay. And one last mic check. Everybody can hear me?
What'd you say? Just kidding. I heard you fine.
All right. Last chance for beer.
You got yours?
I just remembered that.
Jacus.
Indeed.
Did he have to brew it?
I think so. Or maybe he went to Milwaukee, I don't know.
Oh, I hope not. He's go to Seattle or something, or Munster, Indiana. They make really
There
good
you
beer.
go. There you go.
That's where the Three Floyds is at.
My prop for this week.
Oh.
Paper?
Oh, I wish I'd have brought my folder home. So I think I know what that is.
Oh, beer. All right, I'm back and stop talking about me.
Oh.
Jerk.
So what you didn't hear was I said I wish I would have brought my folder home because I think I know what that is. Your prop.
Oh. I think might have to bring that next week. All right. I'm gonna end up coughing and hacking the entire episode.
That's fun. The keyboard shortcut to mark time is M. Yes.
Like, you sadden me. Wow. Really? You do? Okay. Yes, it is M.
Yeah, I know. I already did it. I just added commentary to. Yeah. Anyway. I just want to make you have a headache.
Oh, PCW. Before I started working on podcast tonight, I had to go through 6 EPRs and check all those.
Fun.
Lead everywhere.
Mm.
Okay, now all my tech sergeants are like, "Fuck you." Like we putting us on blast on the old internets.
That's what master sergeants do.
Yeah, that's what we do. We fucking put people on blast on the internets.
Or wherever we happen to be at the time.
Yes, very good, very much good. All right, I am ready. Kent, are you ready?
I am ready.
Jeremy, are you ready?
Let's go for
it. He said, "Let's go to work."
I said, "Let's go for it."
Oh, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I am not ready. I'm checking my phone real quick. We're not doing the outro. We are doing the intro.
This is behind the scenes, guys.
Yes. Can y'all hear it?
Yeah.
Too loud.
No?
No.
All right. The pause, the rewind. Fucking dying.
As are all of us.
You need some fucking Robitussin or something, man?
Well, see, that's just it. It's productive, so I don't want to calm it down and stop it.
Mm.
You know, I'm just gonna live with like a bruised sternum from all the retching and coughing I've been doing.
Fun.
I had an actual bruised sternum about a week ago.
Well, that's what you get for being in karate.
Yeah.
Sorry. Somebody kicked your ass. It's funny.
No, it was just a. We're just doing defenses, and anyway, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yep, you're right. I got my ass kicked.
It doesn't matter how you spin it now. That's what happened.
Yes.
You should understand this already. I don't understand what the confusion is. I could end up with a broken neck, 3 broken legs, and a second, and you still got your ass kicked because you're the one with the bruised sternum.
I love how he had 3 broken legs. That's a pretty awesome move.
True story.
Okay.
Yep.
We are recording. We are live. I'm recording. Jeremy, are you recording?
I've been recording.
Oh, well, fuck off then. Kent?
Yep.
I don't know why you guys hate me so much.
It's mandatory hate. It's not by choice.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Brotherly hate?
Indeed.
All right.
We love you so much, we hate you.
I hate how much I love you.
Fuck off.
All right.
Hello and welcome to the Ritual Misery Podcast, episode beta 19 for Wednesday, the 14th of January 2015. This is the show where 2 lifelong friends talk about geek stuff and whatever else comes to mind. I'm Amos, and with me as always is my friend Kent. How you doing, man?
I'm good, dude. What's up?
I tried not to cough during the intro. I was half dying there. I don't know if you could hear it or not.
Yeah, you're sick again, huh? That's weird.
Yeah, so weird. I don't even know. I don't even know what to call whatever I've got now. That's awful.
It's the simian flu. Patient 0.
Yeah, there you go. See, I did it again. I've got to learn to stop that thing. Add some blank space to it. And if you hear the crazy laughing in the background, that's Jeremy once again making an appearance on the show.
What's up, dude?
Hey, what's happening, guys? How you doing?
I don't know.
All right, glad to have you back.
I'm on the interwebs talking with 2 dicks that I know. Jerks. Oh man. So how's y'all's week been, man?
A blur. I can't even remember anything of the last week other than lots of retirement prep. I've been doing a lot of kata work with karate because hopefully I'll be testing soon, so I'm trying to get ready for that. Yeah, man, I everything else is a blur. I don't remember what I did since last podcast. What have you been up to, Jeremy?
Good story.
Oh, I had to go to Carmel today, take my daughter to get her teeth worked on. So that was my big thing for today. My youngest daughter's autistic, so they had to knock her out to clean her teeth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and she woke up flip it out. So yeah, it was a pretty fun day for us.
Sounds about as fun as pulling teeth.
Yeah, exactly. Ah.
Most of my
Yeah,
free time
sorry.
this week
Sorry.
is, we're working on a new logo and new color scheme, and getting our web presence up to par to where we want it to be.
Heck yes.
So
We
that's been fun.
Yeah, lots and lots of work on your part with a little bit of input from me, but I would say 98% or more was on you. And
The part
yeah.
that kills me though is like every website that you go to and everything else, they all want different standards, different sizes, different this. YouTube was a pain in the butt. It wants like 6 different sizes depending on which view you want to have on it. It's ridiculous.
Oh wow.
So, and then that turned
Thanks,
into
Google.
a domain research project. We're trying to get some hosting and things like that set up for us when as the patrons and advertising revenue starts rolling in, so I can get that set up so it's ready to go.
Right on. So that
Um,
our new bosses can see the fruits of their
of their
of their of their well, our labor, the fruits of our labor of paid for by them.
their dime.
Anyway, so they can see the fruits very quickly.
It's all about the fruits.
About the fruits, yes.
We're not
It's
talking
all
about
about the fruits. About the fruit. Anyway.
so you apparently you watched the new Ultron trailer.
Yeah, I did. I don't remember the last week, so I don't remember what I might or might not have done geeky, except for things that happened today. Um, well, I watched the new Age of Ultron trailer today. Yeah, it was all right. I thought the first trailer was much better, but this one it kind of set the tone as being depressing and everything's going wrong and everything's gonna suck, and it was just a very depressing trailer. The music, just the whole mood was kind of a downer. But there really was a lot going on. There was a lot of different cuts to different action scenes and whatnot. But the tone, especially the music and the voiceover, was very, oh man, it's gonna suck. But I'm very excited for the movie. It's just the tone of the movie seems like it's going to be a downer for probably a good portion of it. But they were sure to sprinkle in some scenes of the Hulk versus Hulkbuster armor fight. Very excited to see that.
Very cool.
But yeah, so all right, so that was the first thing, and then as I do a couple times a week, I'm updating the apps on my iPhone, and 99.9% of the time, the updates are like, oh, you fixed some bugs, or oh, you changed your logo or something. It's very boring stuff. Google Translate released a major update today. I don't know if either of you guys use that app, but every once in a while, an app will come out or an update to an app that you already have. Every once in a while, one will come out that changes the game, and that's what this app was. The update to Google Translate, if you've heard about it or seen it yourself, within your app, you can take a picture. Not even take a picture, just use the camera on your phone to view writing in a foreign language, whether it's on a sign, a newspaper, what have you, and the display on your phone will show those words to you in English.
Cool.
Very
Absolutely, absolutely amazing.
In real time, right?
In real time.
Okay, so kind of like Google Goggles used to do. Maybe.
I'll take your word for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is a like a 1.0 version that we're getting of this part of the app, so it kind of almost feels beta because it's not perfect. But for what it is for a first release, it is amazing, and I'm really looking forward to 2.0 because wow, it's going to be awesome.
That'll be an app that I will probably end up using quite a bit. later on this year when I move to South Korea.
Yeah, the current version does not have any of the Asian languages. It's right now it's just I think Spanish, Italian, German, Russian, and like a couple other European languages translating to and from English. You can't go from say German to Spanish or anything like that. Everything is to and from English.
I bet it'll take very long for Google to catch up to.
Right. Yep.
No.
And yeah, I don't think it'll take long. A month or two, I'm thinking. And this isn't the first time. I mean, this isn't revolutionary per se. This technology has actually been out for several years, but this is the first time that a consumer level free app has been able to do this. And to me, that's pretty exciting. I'm a big language guy, world traveler. Not so much now, but in my life, I've been a world traveler, and I've always been very interested in language, and it's important to know what is around you. Street signs are good to know. But yeah, this app could have come in way handy when I was overseas.
Oh yeah. I would just go for an app that can just ping to the nearest restroom.
Oh, right?
I mean, maybe I'm being too basic and too simple-minded.
Well, in most foreign countries, you don't need a restroom. You just piss on the side of the street.
There is that.
You remember Okinawa, right?
Yeah. And Korea.
Yeah, and Korea, right?
Yeah. Many times I saw someone not even leave their bar stool to use the restroom.
Oh yes. Oh, wonderful Korea.
As I mentioned, later on this year, I will be PCSing, which is a permanent change of station for those civilian types out there. Leaving the wonderful confines of Texas.
Yay!
To go to the greener pastures, literally, of smellier pastures, but whatever.
They're still green.
Sometime in May, it looks like. So I may not be able to make your retirement ceremony, except via Skype or FaceTime, whatever. But we'll get the logistics of that figured out. The process of PCSing, and I say process because it is a genuine process.
Oh, definitely.
It starts with a notification email that looks an awful lot like this.
Oh, that looks familiar.
Yeah, and there's a list of things that you're supposed to take care of. There's some attachments. The process starts with about a quarter of a ream of paper. And I haven't actually done anything yet. I've literally just printed out the stuff that I was told that I had to get checked off. I'm looking probably 40, 50 sheets in. So I guess about a tenth of a ream of paper. But very early in the game, I haven't gotten anything of it done yet. But you have to meet certain timelines. And the overall stress of PCSing is not made easier by the stack of paperwork you have to go through.
Oh, yeah, not at all. That you would think after the years of doing this, why haven't they streamlined it? They talk about, it's a virtual out processing checklist now. Then why the fuck do we have to print a book? And we still have to go from place to place to place to place to place.
You know what gets me is if you go over there and you need something printed, the people will be like, "Oh, well, you need to print that out at your office and bring it over here." But then you go to our process, and it's their process, and you still have to print all your own stuff. It's anyway.
It's aggravating.
It is. So over the next several months, I'll be cataloging my adventures in PCSing. Figured to be a process that I could share with y'all, and going over that. I'm looking forward to the new adventures. I am not looking forward to the process of closing out this base, especially with the great unknown of what's going to happen with my family, since they will not be able to go with me because of reasons.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and that's, especially an assignment like this where you have to go by yourself and leave your family. Yeah, it's very difficult. That's one of the realities of a military lifestyle that civilians, most civilians, the vast majority of civilians, have no concept of. Um, I know many civilians that get very distraught and upset when their significant other leaves for like 3 days or a week. Oh, God forbid, a week.
Oh yeah.
To us, that's nothing. A week? A week? Okay. Like
Yeah.
that's like going to work for 8 hours. That's a week, you know. But unfortunately, that's a reality that we have to deal with, and maybe that's something that we can talk about as we go on, and you talk more and more about your PCS, the ways that we cope with that, and the way our families cope. Um, maybe somebody listening could take some ideas. If we have any military listeners, maybe they can learn something, or maybe oh hey, that's a neat idea. Let's try that.
Yeah, there's a lot of steps in the process that aren't on the papers. Things such as deciding what you're going to take with you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're going to be gone for a year. You want to cut down on the money. You can only take so much weight, so you need to make decisions, hard decisions on what you're going to take with you. What can you take in the family and not have to replace? Um, and at the end of this career that I'm at, that we're at really, I'm in a place financially where I'm not gonna, if I take a TV with me, it's not gonna hinder the family. I'm not taking the TV away from the kids. Um, I have a bike that I can take with me. I'm gonna go over there probably buy a lemon lot car, a little temporary car that I'll end up selling for roughly the same amount that I bought it for when I come
Right. Yeah. Probably about $200.
back. Somewhere between $200 and $600, depending on how
Yep.
fancy you want to be.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh my God, high roller with a $600 car.
Yeah. But there's a lot of parts of the checklist that aren't on the checklist. There's a lot of things that you got to do, and you got to figure out how you're going to communicate with your family, and you need to come to the stark reality that you're not going to be there for certain, for anniversaries and for, I'm going to spend. I only get one anniversary every 4 years, and I'll be spending my second anniversary, my 8-year anniversary, in Korea instead of
Mm.
with my wife. So that's kind of a big thing. You only get one every 4 years, and we save up the celebrations for those leap years. That's kind of the reason we did it.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was I realized that, and that was kind of a hit in the gut. Gonna miss birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, all these things, and yet I'm still excited because there's a lot of things I didn't get to do last time I was in Korea. I was in southern South Korea,
Yeah.
and this time I'll be up about an hour away from downtown Seoul. There's a lot more to do. There are a lot more opportunities. Um, and of course, there's also a lot more opportunity to spend money. So budgeting with the wife back home and everything else, that's going to be more of a factor this time than it was last time. And
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of this that's going to go on, and I figured this would be a good place to bring that up. You've had several PCSs yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, this is definitely not my first rodeo, and as we go through this, I'm gonna keep bringing up feedback and things like that, and letting our listeners and viewers know what the process is and how me and my family, the experienced family we are coping with it. So
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, I think it's a good topic. It's something that you and I know a lot about, and it's something that it's an opportunity to let other people know like what it's like to go through this.
that we can readily share with folks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Speaking of sharing, one thing that we love to share is beer, beer,
Beer.
and well, we've got a little something going on with beer this week. What's up?
I was looking through my closet for a shirt to wear today, and I came across probably my favorite shirt, my favorite T-shirt. For the viewers, you can kind of see what it is. It's a Dogfish Head.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, it's a Dogfish Head T-shirt. Dogfish Head is probably my favorite brewer. They make really awesome beers. Anyway, where I got this shirt, uh, it was sent to me by Sam Calagione, the owner and head brewer of Dogfish Head. And the way how it just got me thinking about, how this came about, how I ended up with my favorite shirt. Um, when I moved to Germany in was it 2008, I was kind of a beer noob. I was the um, Bud Light, Coors Light drinker, whatever. I didn't really like the beer, but it was cheap and whatever. Um, but when I got to Europe, it's the land of amazing beers. So it's like, let me check out these beers, and I really started to get into it, and then the beer nerd was born. So anyway, I started reading about all these U.S. beers that are supposed to be amazing, and a lot of people when they think of American beers, they think of the Budweisers and the Coors and the Millers and stuff like that. But what a lot of people don't realize is some of the most amazing beer on the planet is brewed in the United States. I didn't know that when I moved to Europe, but I started to read about these beers, and I got really interested in some of them, and Dogfish Head was one of them. Well, my first opportunity to go back to the United States was for a TDY in Georgia, and I went to the shopette there, and there was all these beers that I've been reading about. So I bought a few of them, one of which was Dogfish Head, and I went back to my hotel room, my billeting room, and I sat down and tried these beers. And one thing about Dogfish Head beer, if you've never had one, they're very high in alcohol. I think I was about halfway through my third one when I decided it'd be a really cool idea to write Sam Calagione an email and let him know exactly what I think about his beer. So that's what I did. I practically wrote him a novel about how much I really like his beer. And I thought about reading it out loud, but it would take too long. I'm not going to read it right now. I might do that. Actually, I might do that during a pre-show for our patrons. We'll get into that later. But anyway, so I wrote this email to Sam saying, thank you for being awesome. I pretty much told him the story that I just told you, and I received a personal email back from him. He says, I'll actually read his reply right here. He says, "Sir, thank you for what you do. Thanks for the kind words and support, Kent, and taking the time to see the movie." Oh, that was a documentary that starred him that I was referencing in the email. He says, "Keep trying all these different brews. There's a lot of beer love out there in small breweries all over the world. I've CC'd Connie, which is his secretary. Send her your address and size, and I'll send you a cool doggy tea. Keep drinking the good stuff and be safe. Cheers, Sam." So sure as shit, I sent the information to Connie, and about 2 weeks later, I got this T-shirt in the mail. And let me tell you, it is one of the most comfortable T-shirts ever, and I really like it. Fits great. It's advertises my favorite beer, so it's really cool. Yeah, so that's one of my plus ones on the Beer Geek ladder, I guess.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Every time I've gone overseas, I've always considered, emailing companies and things like that, asking them to send stuff to the troops, and because somebody's always doing it, and
sure, yeah.
You send out 500 emails and you get you get 10 replies back, but it's the coolest stuff ever. And,
yeah.
I'll be doing that a lot when I'm in Korea.
Yeah.
Because I'm all about collecting little swag myself. I know you love the swag too for the companies that you really like.
Right.
And,
yep.
The thing about it is, if I email company X, and I really like their stuff, and they send me 10 T-shirts, and I pass those out to some of my buddies. Well, now they got 10 walking advertisements.
Yeah, exactly.
And let's face it,
exactly.
with dudes, you get a walking advertisement once a week because you only do laundry once a week, and you wear the same shirt over and over. Every Tuesday, I'm wearing my Dogfish shirt.
Right. Yep. And when I was in when I first got this shirt, yeah, it was like that. I was probably wearing this shirt about 1 day a week.
It is in your rotation.
It was in the rotation.
Like a bad late night DJ. Yeah. So very cool. You did mention our group that may go patron only starting either next week or maybe the week after. But very soon our videos will be going patron only. Uh, so I don't know how to explain Patreon to anyone who isn't familiar with it without just the following. And I'm actually ripping this off completely. Um, if you enjoy our show, if you get some value from our show, if we add anything to your life, and you would like to share that with us, and you would like to give a little bit back, go to patreon.com/ritualmisery. You can give as much as you want or as little as you want, as little as a penny. And it ends up being 4 pennies a month, roundabouts, 52 a year. That's $2 a year, and it'd be really cool. No, I did my math completely wrong there. It'd be 52 cents. It'd be $1 every other year. um, so yeah, cruise on over to patreon.com/ritual misery. It's all full setup. We've got videos up there. We've got everything's good to go. I'm gonna have to start publishing over there pretty soon, and that'll be probably next week once we're caught up completely. And it's really simple. It's very very simple. You do have to do the credit card thing. I mean, or an account or an eBay account or not eBay. What's the other one?
PayPal.
There you go, PayPal. Gosh, completely all over that. You can do PayPal. You can do whatever you want. But just a penny a month shows us that you care. It allows us to keep track and send you extra stuff, exclusive items, or not items, but exclusive videos, exclusive audio. An exclusive blog is basically what it is, and it's only going to cost you a penny a week. And that penny a week, they won't even charge you until you get to $1. So that's 2 years. 2 years before you even see a charge. So go ahead and just do that. If you want to give more than that, if you feel the show's worth more than that, and you're getting more than that out of the show, go ahead and do that. There's some rewards and things on there, and you basically become our boss at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you really want to contribute to the show, we would appreciate $1. $1 a month. So that's give at least 25 cents per episode, and that'll give us $1 a month. That'll be something tangible that we can use to contribute to the fund to make the show better. But yes, if you do give just a penny, you are going to get all of the benefits of being a patron. Like Amos said, that's going to be exclusive videos. We might even do a patron-only hangout where you guys can get on with us, ask us questions, whatever. All sorts of stuff. There's all sorts of ideas that we've been talking about. And if you have ideas yourselves, you can submit those to us. Where can they submit ideas to us, Amos?
They can submit ideas to us on the Reddit, ritualmisery.reddit.com. They can email us at ritualmiserypodcast@gmail.com. Of course, those aren't the only ways we can get feedback from them either. They can always go to iTunes and subscribe to our podcast. That helps us out a little bit right there.
Oh yeah, and you know what would be really great? If they liked the podcast, they could give us a 5-star review.
5-star review.
Yeah, and it'd be really cool if just give it a little, hey, I like your show, good job, guys, or like, this kind of sucks about the show, but overall, thumbs up, whatever your review of the show is, do it, man. I know people out there are listening, but you're not writing up reviews. Give us a review.
Now, I'll be honest though, because when you go to a car dealership, you go to Toyota, and they're like, we would really appreciate 5 stars, but and anything under 5 stars, it doesn't count for us at all. If you think we're a 4-star show, rate us 4 stars.
Yeah, absolutely.
3-star show, rate us 3 stars. If you think we're a 2-star or 1-star show, shut the hell up. Just 'cause why are you bothering listening to us? Um,
Right.
you're wasting your own time. So, but whatever it is, whatever review it is, I mean, we're happy to receive it, and we're happy to receive the critiques in the comments. And if you do visit the Patreon page and you do become I believe it's a $5 patron. It's about $20 a month. Yeah, that's not a shy chunk of change, but you do get an invite into the show, so you can actually come on the show with us and tell us air what you think about us and what you think about the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, well, Kent, do you have anything else that you'd like to pimp out today?
Actually, yeah, one thing. For the patron only, for the very first patron only video, I'm going to not perform. I'm going to do my geeky thing of the week live on the air for patrons only during our pre-show. Um, if you want a preview of what that's going to be, just go over to our Reddit. Our subreddit is ritualmisery.reddit.com. Just go over there, and that'll be a clue on what my geeky thing of the week is going to be, whether that's next week or the following week. So
I am intrigued.
sign up for Patreon and give us give us at least a penny, and you'll be able to see that.
Very cool. Jeremy, you have been exceptionally quiet,
Well, I'm over here sleeping.
including the time I muted you and the time that you muted yourself.
My son started coughing, so
Yeah.
I muted it.
So I know you've got this polar dive that you have planned. Tell us
Yeah.
about it real quick.
The polar plunge is in the beginning of February at Purdue University. It benefits the Special Olympics of Indiana. It helps them, funds them training and whatnot so that they can perform at state levels. And my wife has formed a team. I've been roped into it, and so has a lot of other people so far. And we're just trying to.
You're actually going to jump this year, right?
Yes, I'm jumping this year.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm sure there will be a video of that posted somewhere after it happens.
But
So
the thing is, you're not going to have an opportunity to jump unless you reach your monetary goal,
Yeah.
right?
The monetary goal to jump is $75, which last time I checked I was at 65. And by the way, thank you, Kent, for donating. You donated last night, it looked like. But anyway, my goal is to reach $100, as with several members of my team. If you don't want to donate for me, there are several people on my team that are still trying to reach their goals. So if you want to, you can reach their links through my link, which is bit.ly, bit.ly/JD Polar. So if you click on,
it's actually bit.ly/JD.
no, my mistake. I am tired.
Yeah. So
Yes, it is
go.
forward
It's,
slash. It is forward slash.
bit.ly/JDPOLAR.
Yep, correct.
There you go. Yep.
And from there you can get to any one of my teammates, or if you want to put more money on me, that'd be great.
And if anybody would like more information about it, I'm guessing they can reach you on Twitter.
Yes, at J. Allen Dillon, or you can look me up on Facebook.
Very cool, very cool. All right, Kent, your turn. Where can they talk to you at?
Of course, I'm on Twitter at rm_delnoche. But if you really want to know what's going on with me, follow my Rate Beer account, ratebeer.com, username delnoche.
And what's the latest beer you reviewed?
I believe the latest beer I reviewed was a Founder's Breakfast Stout.
Oh. Didn't you buy that while you were here?
I think I did, actually.
Oh.
There are so many more beers available in Texas than there are in New Mexico.
Yeah, and I know you brought me some beers, and I'm drinking my Dos Equis. A little bit of heartburn, and I found that there are a couple beers that fire that up, so I'm not trying to tempt things tonight. So
Right.
probably next week if it all goes well, I will on air try another one of the beers that you brought me from that randomly found themselves in my fridge. I'm gonna shut up now. So if anybody would like to get a hold of me, I'm at Ethan Kane on Twitter. You can find our show at Ritual Misery. It's the stream. It gives you all the major updates. We'll start putting more on there as we start booking different guests, and when Jeremy tells us that he's going to be on ahead of time instead of just randomly showing up at the end, which is just fine too. I'm still trying to get a couple other friends on here. And I've got a couple of things lined up that are kind of reaching out there, but I'm looking. And you can always submit ideas on our subreddit, as we mentioned, at ritualmisery.reddit.com. You can email us at ritualmiserypodcast@gmail.com. You can call and leave us a voicemail. 567-69-TRMPC. That's 567-698-7672. Our music comes courtesy of Kevin MacLeod. We really appreciate that. We thank you for listening and watching. For Kent, for me, for Jeremy, and for you, this is your Ritual Misery Podcast.
See ya.
See ya.
And we're off, right?
And we're good. All right.
That was pretty quick. We kept pretty close.
It wasn't bad. I got us clocking in right about 33 minutes, so not bad. Jeremy, if you need to go so you can go get some sleep, feel free. You don't have to hang out.
No, I'm all right, man. My wife is off tomorrow, so she's getting up with the kids.
Yeah, not bad. We kept the pace, and it came together pretty good. I don't know if you guys had a whatchamajigget. You guys had a clock or anything else, but it worked out pretty good for me. Keep an eye on it. It was nice and big in front of my eyes.
Yeah, I set my timer for 30 minutes, and it clicked over just as we were getting into the where you can reach us type crap. So.
Yeah, you finished your deal right on time. So we kind of hurried up through the PCS thing. Actually, the PCSing thing didn't take as long as I had thought it would.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden at the end, there's a bunch of stuff to say, and we were running out of time.
Yeah.
Better notes next, better lead-ins maybe.
Yeah. Well, and this is what we were kind of talking about before, prepping shows in advance. Like right now, we need to start thinking about the next episode, whether it's beta 20 or actual like no shit episode 1, whatever it is.
I'm gonna close this notes and go into next week. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and gen it up.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So we can start building the show the week prior, and then by the time next Wednesday comes, we should know exactly what the fuck we're doing.
And for those that are actually watching, because we're still recording,
oh yeah, that's right. Hi guys.
If you're watching the video right now, this is why we're still in beta. This is exactly why we're still in beta. We want to stay in beta until we have our domain set up, until we have all that going, and until we have this format down and we practiced it enough that we feel comfortable we can hit it at least 75% of the time.
Right. Yeah.
So we know there's going to be exceptions to that, but we want to be able to keep it right about 30 minutes. We may go to 45 if we feel 30 minutes is too restrictive, but after a lot of thought and a lot of beers, this is the thing that we settled on. So we can feedback on that too. If the show's too short, if the show's too long, if we're rambling too much, if we're reaching, any of that information, feel free to use this. Ritual Misery ritualmiserypodcast@gmail.com and phone number. So there's that. And with that, we will wish the live viewers a fond adieu.
Yeah. See you guys. Thanks for watching.
And if you're only watching on the video and you're not watching the podcast and you don't want to do Patreon, you got about a week, maybe two, to hop on the old podcast audio version. We're transitioning that way. Or you can just go donate a penny. That'd work too.
Mm-hmm.
You went and donated a penny.
Yep, please do.